Ancient Rome had more fast food per person than modern Manhattan. And that's not because they were lazy, but because the Roman government literally banned the home cooking. Welcome to the world of Thermopolium. In ancient Rome, 90% of people lived in an apartment block called Insulae. These buildings were made out of wood and so flammable that the government decided to simply ban home cooking. If you lit a fire to make dinner, you could burn down the entire city block. Cooking at home was then a real crime. Imagine being arrested for boiling an egg. So you can't cook at home, alright, but how do you survive then? The Thermopolium, an ancient Roman version of a fast food chain. They were absolutely everywhere. The city of Pompeii, for instance, had one for every 250 people. That is a higher density of fast food than modern-day London or New York. How to order when you can't read? No problem. Roman had a simple solution: visual menus. The counters were painted with bright pictures of duck, chickens, and pigs. So you just walk up, point at the picture of the food you want, and hand over a couple of bronze coins. It was the ancestor of the touchscreen order. Now you might think about traditional Italian pizza or pasta. Forget it, because those didn't even exist yet. The menu at that time looked a little bit intense. First up, you've got the boring budget bowl, which was basically a simple lentil stew, which was okay. But if you wanted a snack, you would of course not grab a bag of chips. You would grab some ancient popcorn, which was just a bunch of land snails. Yeah, land snail. They were everywhere, super cheap, and the ultimate finger food for the working class. And if the land snail did not discourage you yet, here comes the secret sauce, called Garum. This one is wild. Imagine a mix of soy sauce and ketchup, except it's made out of fermented fish guts. I know, it sounds nasty, but Romans were absolutely obsessed with it. They pour it on everything, even their dessert. Got a bit thirsty? No problem. Here comes a traditional drink, vinegar Gatorade, called Posca. This one was just water mixed with cheap vinegar. It sounds like a punishment, right? But it had its reasons to exist. It actually killed the bacteria in the water and gave workers a quick energy boost. It was one of the world's first energy drinks. You might wonder, what is wrong with all those crazy flavors? Well, refrigerators were not invented yet, so most Roman food tasted, let's say, old. These strong, salty and sour flavors were the only way to hide the taste of meat that definitely passed its expiration date. Food habits varied not only because of prices, but also depends of gender. A study of ancient bones revealed that even 2000 years ago, the protein gap was a real thing. The guys were walking away from the counter with the Roman version of a double cheeseburger, while the bones of women revealed that they were mostly stuck with the low-calorie salad. So, due to risk of fire in their tiny wooden apartment, to have party at home was absolutely not an option. The Thermopolium then had a second function. It was a social hub. You want to meet up with friends? Thermopolium. You want to know which gladiator was going to win on Sunday? You don't check newspaper. You go to your favorite snack bar. It's actually what we have nowadays. As our apartments get smaller and our lives get more digital, we start relying more and more on cooking done outside by someone else. We are swapping home-cooked meal for fast food and moving meetings with friends to some coffee hubs. So what do you think? Are we moving into the future? Or are we somehow going right back to ancient Rome? Let me know in the comments.